Hi Pisces, welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be seeing what's coming in for you for August 2025 for love and finances. This is a timeless reading though, so whenever you find it is when you're meant to find it. We're going to see what good things are coming in. If you would like a personal reading, check out my description box below. There you'll find my socials, including my Facebook for tarot readings. On Moonlight Tarot is where me and my friend go live on some weekends, normally Friday or Saturday, and we do free 15-minute readings. So if you're interested in that, make sure you check it out. I also have a Patreon where I do a whole bunch of bonus stuff, charm intuition readings, pendulum questions, and then when you join you get a mini personal reading, and then your name also gets added to my name deck, which I pull at the very end of each of my YouTube readings. So if you are interested in that, make sure to check that out. Make sure you think of 4 questions, 2 for your finances and 2 for your love portion of the reading. If this reading does not resonate with you, make sure you do not take the information, only take it if it resonates. Do not ever try to make anything fit. This will apply to Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus Pisces. So Spirit, please connect me to Pisces. And let's dive into the unknown. Okay, Spirit, please connect me to Pisces for finances. I'm sorry, trying to pop out. Okay. I'm getting the energy of something might have fallen through. Let's see what's going on with this. A new beginning is happening. This is going to be a new potential for abundance. Might have been like a new job. Oh wow. I'm also getting like this is a huge change that's happening for you. You might have been waiting for this to happen for a while, or something just told you like you had to move in this direction eventually. We are getting a lot of earth energy here. It was a decision that you needed to make. If you have not made this decision yet, you are going to be making it soon. You're really focused on building your finances. I'm just getting like something in the past. It's like something in the past fell through and you're waiting for this new beginning. Can you tell me more? What about this decision? Yeah, something completely new. You've been manifesting this in. You've been wanting to bring in new energies. I kind of feel like you might have been stuck for a moment in time. Or just like you like felt like you didn't belong in whatever you were dealing with. Yeah, it was like you ended a chapter. It was completely done and over with, and you just wanted to move on to the next best thing. You're open to whatever chapter God brings you, whatever energy God brings in for this new chapter. I'm getting that you've done a lot of self-reflection over the years. Like sorry, worded that wrong. You've done a lot of reflecting over like your past work and everything is what I mean. It feels like you were like stolen from, like something was unfair to you, unjust is what they're specifically saying. I kind of, it's making me feel like whatever you were in was blocking this new beginning from coming in for you. Because all your focus was on the past stuff, and now you're able to focus on the new stuff. So the new stuff is finally coming in. There's going to be celebrations to be had. The 3 of Cups is normally like celebrations, hanging out with like friends and stuff. Yeah. Just really good company. Can you tell me more about this though, Spirit? Okay. So in the future, there's going to be good company, but in the past, there was not good company. So it's like maybe your coworkers or something, your friends. I feel like somebody... I just feel like you've been like really wounded by whoever did you wrong in the past when it comes to work. And you thought you could trust these people, and it turns out that you couldn't trust them. They're saying left you high and dry is what I'm getting. Temperance. I feel like this is taking a long time. Like you've been very patient for this new beginning to come in. I feel like you're finally becoming more and more stable. You really worked hard on building up this career that you have. But I feel like it was more of a struggle than it needed to be. I feel like there was people bringing you down and you had to fight for your status. Yeah, so now what they're telling me is you're basically like going cold on these people. You're going within. You're not really as social as you used to be when it comes to like telling people your business and your goals and stuff. You're very independent is what I'm picking up on. You don't want people ruining your abundance. Yeah, see, you're keeping things hidden. Your wish of fulfillment. You're keeping all this hidden from these people. I'm also picking up that some of you might have had friends. It might not even have been like coworkers. It could have just been friends in general, and they used you for your money is what I'm getting. At least that's how you feel. So now it's showing me that you're a lot more protective of your money, of your wealth, and it's like you're starting to see these people for who they truly are. You may actually be cutting people out of your life, you know, cutting those cords so that you don't have, yeah. 9 of Wands is like the wound card, like so somebody hurt you in the past. And it's like you feel like you were used. They took you for everything you had, kind of deal. Anything else? Overall, it looks like you're looking for new opportunities. You're going on a new path. You're meeting new people. You don't trust easily, obviously. Like this bird, he has armor on him, so it's like he's been through battle. He's a warrior. And the Knight of Cups does wear their heart on their sleeve. It's still reminding me like he's still protecting himself because he can't trust people. It just feels like people used you for money. And if they weren't using you for money, they were using you for other things. Your time and your energy and everything. They're just using you in general. I feel like they were using something material wise though. Rather if this was money or, for your house, for your car, like something material wise. Because this has to do with finances, so there's something 3D material that they're using you for. So now you're like you're onto new horizons. You're being very defensive about who you allow to take from you now. You want to make sure that they're actually sincere and not going to use you. Some kind of news is coming in. You might actually be telling these people to F off. Spirit just told me, yeah, they're being very blunt and they're not even going to allow these people to have a chance to like apologize and try to make things right, because it's like, no, I don't trust you no more, bye. You know, that's the kind of energy I'm getting. Which you might be kind of in your head about it, because you are a water sign, obviously, you know, you have empathy and everything for people, but at the same time you might have air or earth in your chart as well, and it could be in your main 3. So it's like you're not just thinking with your emotions, you're thinking with like a level head, and you're being truthful in your words and everything. Make sure to check out your birth chart to see what signs. So for air, it would be Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. And then for earth, it would be Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. I just saw a dragonfly just came in front of my window. So I will put information about the dragonfly on the screen. Make sure to pause and read that so that you can get the full understanding of what dragonfly means. It's basically telling me, like, don't worry for the dragonfly. They're giving like a peaceful energy. It's like, don't worry, you'll be able to adapt to your new surroundings. Everything will be fine. We do have the Knight of Wands, so things might be like changing fast for you. I feel like it's a new situation, like you're walking into a new era of your life, and you're just not allowing these people to take advantage of you anymore. You might be showing fiery side. You could have fire in your chart. Aries, Leo, or Sag. Can you tell me more? Yeah, because you're wanting to protect, you know, your money. You're wanting to protect your stability. And these people, they're saying moochers. They're saying that these people were mooching off of you. And so it's like, okay, if they're not contributing to my life in any way, shape, or form, then they need to be cut, you know? I will put information about cord cutting up on the screen. Make sure to pause and read. So each of us have cords. When we meet someone, we develop a cord between our soul to their soul. And sometimes, you know, obviously, like most of the time, like, at least in the beginning, the cord is good, you know, the connection's really good, but over time, karma can build up, and that cord no longer is good. It's more like it takes more than gives. There's not so much of an equal give and take. It's just bad energy and your energy attached to you. So sometimes you have to actually go that extra mile and do a cord cutting. If you, even after you cut ties with them, if you still feel like they're in your energy, or you feel like down and depressed, or you're thinking about them a lot, you might need to get a cord cutting done. You can also ask Archangel Michael to cut those cords for you as well. Just meditate and picture him coming down with his sword and cutting all those ties that you have. If you decide to end that relationship, it's completely up to you though. You have free will to cut these people completely out, which it does look like you're going to, if you haven't already, because these people, they seem to have hurt you. It's kind of giving me they said termites. There's another word that they use though, kind of like leeches. Yeah. I'll put up spiritual meaning for both of those up on the screen, so pause and read those as well, because those technically can be considered spirit animals, but they, like, everything out there has a spiritual meaning. So just in case, you know, read them, see if anything resonates with you on that. Leeches and termites. So yeah, when it comes to these friends of yours, it looks like you're finding something out. What is this? What are you finding out? Spirit, what are they finding out? Oh, wow. Okay. You could be the Empress, or an Empress could be a part of your life. I kind of feel like you were awakened to some degree on like what was going on. I feel like this could be your own intuition. But I feel like it's kind of like you found out that you're being used, and so you're stepping into, so we have different energies. We have giving and we have receiving. When it comes to the Empress, it's about receiving. So you were always give, and now you're stepping into the energy of receiving. So it's like after you found out all this information about these friends, coworkers, whoever was using you, you're like, no, I gotta cut this off. I can't allow them to do this to me. And now I'm sitting back and I'm receiving, and I'm not going to let people take advantage of me. So, okay. Anything else? Yeah, you're just trying to get this devil energy out of your space. I feel like these are kind of like dark thoughts. You question if like the relationships, whatever was ever, authentic, or if they were always using you. You could be a little depressed about the whole situation. Allowing it to go so long is what they're telling me. They're specifically talking about the tree in the background. Normally it takes a long time for trees to grow. They establish their roots and everything, and many years, and they collect energy through time. So it's kind of like building your relationship with these people. Like you might have been around these people for a long period of time. I will also put information about like trees more so on the screen to see if there's anything that you could possibly, relate to. So what's to come for them in their finances, Spirit? You're going to be a lot more diligent on how you spend your money and who you give your time and energy to. Yeah, there's a huge change coming in. You're definitely making a change. We have Scorpio. This could be Scorpio season, which is October and November. It looks like you're stepping onto a new path, because it's like you learned what you needed to learn from these people, and you have many doors like open to you, and you're just going on to the next adventure because you're like, this isn't doing me any good. I need to move forward. That's why we have the decision. It might be made in October, to be honest, stepping out into this new beginning, this new chapter, and actually like manifesting, like bringing your manifestations to the 3D and ending whatever happened in the past, because you're just done. I feel like you're going to have that breaking point though, possibly in October. They're also saying maybe September. Yeah, you're going to have many choices on what to do next. You are going to be a little bit in your head about the situation though. They're warning you about that. When I see this card, I think of September, which is kind of new. I've never thought of it like that, but it's what they're showing me. But yeah, you're going to be in your head about what decision you should make, because you kind of have like some trust issues now, because it's like these people you're close with and you thought you could trust them and stuff, and now you're finding out this was always in front of my face and I didn't see it. It's like taking off the rose-colored glasses. It's kind of like, wow, my whole relationship with this person was a lie. How could I not see that they were doing this to me? Which is really hard. I've been through that kind of stuff too. 10 of Cups. So they want you to know that once you release yourself from these thoughts, once you make the decision to move forward, release yourself from these thoughts, put yourself into this Empress energy of receiving, you're going to be a lot more happier. This is the happiest card in the deck when it comes, you have both 10 of Pentacles and 10 of Cups. This is about sturdy foundations and like a lot of abundance. This is more about like emotional energy and lots of love. They're bringing out that card in my focus deck, so I wouldn't be surprised if that pops out. But once you start knowing your worth, you're going to be stepping into the light, is what they're saying. They're showing me like you're in clouds right now, like stormy clouds. Bringing up this over here, the tower. So it's going to be from, like, first comes the storm and then comes the light, you know. I'm going to see if there's any other cards that pop out, but I feel like that's the beginning and that's the ending. Obviously there's more to come. You know, life doesn't ever end until like your last day on earth, but at least for this lifetime. But I feel like for the situation, you're putting it to rest. They're showing me like a casket, so it's like you're putting it to rest, and you're like, okay, I learned this lesson, marked off my to-do list, and, you know, moving on. There goes the dragonfly again. So you're adapting, you know, you've learned some major stuff. You're releasing this burden because you don't need it. You know, you're strong. In the long run, this has made you a lot stronger. This was a lesson that you've been carrying, and you're just releasing this now. It's like, okay, I don't need to hold on to it anymore. I just need to let it go. And it's like this bird right here, he's struggling and everything, but then not so much the bird. Well, I guess the bird, they're saying free. They're saying you're free of this, and you've gained so much strength and so much courage and stuff to stand up for, like, your knowing your worth, you know. So you have the courage. They're bringing up the cowardly lion. It's like you've learned how to just let this go and be in your own energy and don't look back. But yeah, they're bringing up a lot. It's like the sun right here was like really beating down on him and like causing more of a issue, you know, hot, heavy issue. Whereas this one, it's like the sunset going down, more of a calming, cooling energy. I don't know. That's just what they're showing me. But yeah, you're going to be more free and more happy and making better connections with newer people. So, and you will find your tribe. Don't be afraid of that. Spirit will always bring you your tribe. But you have to remember, because when we go through life, we get hit with different lessons and then we upgrade. It's like a video game. Once you complete one level, you go to the next level until you get to the end. It's an adventure in itself, but eventually you find the soul tribe that you're supposed to be with and the people that really connect with you and treat you right. But at first you are going to run into some hiccups and stuff because you have lessons to learn. That's the whole reason why you came to Earth. Earth is a school, okay? We're here to learn lessons and to complete those lessons and move on and experience life in better light, you know, and then learn new lessons. So we're constantly learning lessons. It doesn't ever stop. It's just like as we get older, we become more wiser and we know like what to put up with and what not to put up with. So it's like you clear experiences off the checklist. So, okay. Spirit, can you tell me more about the situation and especially what's to come, please? Divine masculine. So you could be a man. I kind of feel like they're showing me how when you're a boy, you're raised to like be the man of the house and have to carry all the weight of everything, you know, and you might feel that way, especially right here. Remember, like, carrying the weight, and then you're free when you let this go. And so I feel like this energy was instilled upon you that, well, not only were you like carrying the weight of the family, whatever family you grew up in or whatever, but it was also your friends and, you know, your relatives, anyone who you came into contact with. You felt like you had to be the responsible one and help them in any way that you could. You always, they're saying like you put yourself up for sacrifice, you know what I mean? So their feelings, their stuff always came first, and you had to put yourself on the back burner. Single. They want you, again, they want you to release these thoughts, because you're not responsible for these people. Okay, you're not responsible to make sure that they get everything they're wishing for, and putting yourself on the back burner. That's not okay. So they want you to be free from these thoughts. You know, I mean, if you run into people who actually give you an equal give and take, those are people to invest in. You don't want to invest into someone who's not giving you an equal give and take. Okay, so Ascension, yeah. By you doing this, it's going to release this devil energy and this tower energy by completing the cycle, and you're going to be able to raise, even get out of your head. You're going to be able to raise yourself into a more positive mind state, a more positive energy. You're going to see light at the end of the tunnel. You could be seeing synchronicities. They just showed that to me, that card. We have an offer on the table. I feel like this is the offer for this new life. If you choose, if you make this decision to go in this new direction and, you know, cut your losses with the people who do use you, and like find your soul tribe who's actually going to take care of you and give you the same respect and same energy to you. You know what I mean? That you're giving to them. I'm sorry that you're going through this. Before we continue, I wanted to make sure that, okay, so we got Aries and Scorpio. We got, is that Gemini? Yeah, Gemini, Virgo, Leo, Taurus, Aquarius, and Scorpio. Libra and Pisces, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Aries, Pisces, Aquarius, Sagittarius, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius, Virgo again, Capricorn, Taurus, Scorpio, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and Leo is down here. So your friends or whoever was using you, even it could have been family too, you know. We did get the masculine card, and I was picking up like you're raised to take care of everyone else besides yourself. So I mean, these could be family members that are using you. Just take it as it resonates. It's going to be different for different people, because I'm reading for multiple Pisces. So, but you do have an offer on the table. Like I said, I feel like this is a new beginning. See, to happiness. It's an offer to happiness. You have the opportunity to change your circumstances and not put up with these people that are using you, to actually focus on your Nine of Cups, to focus on your wish fulfillment and what makes you whole and what makes you happy, to connect with like-minded people like yourself. That way you don't have to give your all. They're talking about the Ace of Cups, Two of Cups even. You have two cups, and if one's empty and one's full, and you're constantly like filling someone else, how are you going to fill yourself? Like, you have to also give yourself self-love, especially if these people are not refilling your cup when you're empty. So you need to find somebody who's going to, friends, family, whoever, who is going to fill your cup just as much as you're going to fill theirs, you know. Someone who gives you equal give and take. I do feel like these people, once you like cut them off, I do feel like there's going to be some kind of retaliation. I do feel like they're going to get pissed off, which that's probably why you're delaying it, because you might be kind of worried about how that's all going to go. Don't feed into that energy. Don't allow them, and however they are, to make you feel a certain way. If you need to go silent, specifically is what they're showing me. If you need to go silent and block, or whatever you need to do to find your peace and your harmony, do so. You know, you're not entitled to put these people first. You're not entitled to make sure that they're okay when they're not even checking on you. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's really important to know. Anything else? Wish. A wish is going to come true. You're manifesting this wish into coming in, and that's why this opportunity is opening for you. You might have had this on your mind for a long time, questioning how these people actually really are to you, if they're somebody worth keeping in your life or not. And it's like you're wishing, it's like you're wishing to find your people. You're wishing to change your life, you know, because you do feel like you're getting taken advantage of. And Archangel Michael is right here. He is protecting you. Again, they're bringing up the cord cutting, so you might want to look into that. Ask Archangel Michael to cut any unnecessary cords. You can ask him to pull out the root too and transmute that cord, that root, out of your chest and transmute it into positive energy and put it out into the world. You know what I mean? It's all about alchemy. Coming together. Yeah, so I feel like there's a divine plan for you actually happening. I feel like there's some kind of intervention where the universe is like, hey, I'm done with Pisces being taken advantage of. We're bringing in their wish. We're going to make this happen. And they're putting people, new people in your path to bring you to this outcome over here, this 10 of Cups, the rainbow and the sunshine, the light. So you're coming together with people, commitment. Yeah, I feel like these are long-term relationship. Whoever these new people are, it's going to be a long-term situation for you. You're going to find out these are your people, and you're going to want to, you know, they're lifelong friends. We got cricket, silence, non-action. With this, I do feel that you are like more in meditation mode. You're going within and seeing like which route to take. I still feel like you are trying to decipher which route you should take, what door you should open next. So you might really be just heavily contemplating what you should do at this moment in time. What I said, intervention. There's an intervention taking place. Now, while you're silent, even though it seems like nothing is happening right now, they are reassuring you that the universe has something new coming in, if it hasn't already come in. But they are rescuing you from the situation because it's not something you were supposed to stay in. It was just a lesson. These are karmics. You're supposed to move on from this situation. Sold. You might be moving, actually. You might be getting away from these people. It looks like Spirit is actually making this possible. So, yeah, pop up, spontaneous, unexpected surprise visit. It might happen out of nowhere. All of a sudden, you meet these people and you're like, okay, I'm moving. I'm gone. Because you know there's better things out there for you. So you meet new people and you leave. It might be spontaneous. Like, not saying that you'll leave tomorrow, but what I mean is like, you meet these people, it's spontaneous, and then you're like, you know what, these are my people, this is the direction I want to go in. I need to move away, even if you still stay in the same city. For some of you, you might stay in the same like city, just move to like removing yourself from the people who are using you, removing yourself from them to another, you know, soul family and another energy. But for some of you, there is going to be a physical move as well. Settlement, agreement, compromise. Yeah, you're talking with this person and coming into alignment with them and how you guys want to move forward. Plugged in. You feel like you're connected to these people, this person, whoever is giving you this equal give and take. You feel like you're connected to these people, and it's saying tuned in, internet connected. You could have met them online. That's possible. But yeah, it just looks like you're like, okay, these are my people. I see this being long term. There are embarrassed appearances. I kind of get these. I kind of get the feeling that these past people shit talk. I kind of feel like you're worried that they're gonna shit talk you, that they're gonna judge you, that they're going to paint a bad picture about you and not tell the actual truth on what fully happened. They're not going to take accountability for what they did in this entire situation. They're not going to see their faults, is what I'm picking up on. And I feel like that's where the thoughts right here, I feel like that's where the thoughts really get in your mind. That's really get in your mind, where you really get in your mind about your thoughts. I feel like the silence kind of bugs you, and you start thinking about how these people, I get like you're pissed off because it's like you did all this stuff for these people and then they treat you like this, and then they blame you when they're the ones that did they did the bad stuff to put you in the position to make this choice. You know what I mean? So yeah, I would suggest, that's why they're saying cord cutting. Yeah. Quenchable, wanting more. It's like they always kept you like thirsty. They always kept you, they kept giving, or not giving, they kept taking and taking and taking, and you kept giving and giving and giving, and they just kept wanting more. And it's like, yo, I'm thirsty too, you know, like share. You know, oh, you're supposed to be my friend too, like why am I the only one who's giving, you know? So you could be dealing with a twin flame. That's very possible. They're bringing up how, so when it comes to twin flames, twin flame is like full of lessons. Okay, and one of the, this entire situation is one huge lesson. So even if you don't have a twin flame, that's what it's trying to get across. It's the lesson portion of this whole entire thing. It's about self-love. It's highly about self-love. It's like, you know what, I deserve better. I do not deserve to be treated like this. I need to move in the direction that's going to show an equal give and take. So that's what they're showing me on that. Okay, so make sure you think of 2 of your questions, label them 1 and 2. We already have manifest your dreams popped out, which you are making a wish. You are manifesting what you want to bring in. They're asking you to continue to manifest, because the more that you manifest, the more, the faster it comes in for you. Okay. Okay. Spirit, can you tell me focus messages for Pisces, please? Grandma could be important. You could have grandma on the other side who's helping you guide. Who's helping guide you, sorry. She could have been born in August. Something could be significant about August. August is Virgo and Leo, so that's funny how that happened. We are in August right now. We are in Leo season, and we're going to be moving into Virgo season here shortly, actually, this upcoming week. So something significant could actually happen. Yeah, I feel like you were cheated, you know? That's the overall energy, is cheater. I feel like you were cheated out of... you know, friendship. I felt like these people took from you and didn't give. And your first answer to your question is answer to your first question is yes. Okay, so it does look like 555, change, something new is coming. You could be seeing these angel numbers. Okay, we do have May. Something could have happened in May. Kind of get the feeling that maybe this is when you started realizing everything was going on, how these people were treating you. We do have Libra. Now, these could also be the signs of your friends or family, whoever treated you like this, even coworkers. May is Taurus and Gemini. Libra is, let's see, October and September. They're saying it's time to heal. Maybe maybe you're in the process of healing between May to September, October, you know. We also have July, which is Cancer and Leo. We have Virgo, which is coming up. That's in August and September. You could also have Virgo highlighted in your chart. Make sure you check that out. So in other words, Sun, Moon, Rising, or even Venus for that matter. But check that out. August is Leo and Virgo, like I said. We have Grandma. We have third party situation. Yeah. So somebody else is involved with this whole situation. Like I said, I kind of feel like you're being guided by spirit to make these adjustments in your life so that you're no longer getting taken advantage of. And I feel like this third party had to step in, rather if it was the universe, rather if it was your grandmother. But I do feel like the third party is on the other side, and I feel like they're trying to move you in the right direction. They're trying to guide you. We have Sagittarius, which is November and December. We have November, Sagittarius and Scorpio. We have Leo, which is August and July. We have sun signs, so any of the ones I just named now or even before in this is sun sign, also Venus sign. We also have September. You could be a sun sign Pisces. You could also be a Venus sign Pisces. Reminder, everybody is different. So, but we have September, which is Virgo and Libra. We have June, which is Gemini and Cancer. Then we have rising signs. So you could be a rising sign Pisces. So the first answer to your question is yes. So for the second question, Spirit, can you please tell me for Pisces what's going on? Yes or no? We have no. This is about being stuck in your head. This is the same card. Feeling trapped, hopeless, imprisonment, paralyzing fear. So this is no. But yeah. Okay. So that was your finance reading. I hope that helped. I hope you got a little bit more of a clear message on like what's going on. I do feel like significant changes need to be made in order for you to reach this, you know, happy time. I feel like these people were using you, whoever this was. And yeah. You may need to ground yourself, especially if you hear rumors from these people. If they do talk shit, make sure that you ground yourself, because they're not gonna I can't believe they would do that, but they're not gonna stop. They're just really raunchy, you know. Their energies are really raunchy. We do have hematite, which can help you. This negates negative energies from coming. We also have evil eye bracelet that I have on. So what that does is it basically sends that energy back to sender. If somebody talks shit, they get that energy back at them, and it protects you. So you might want to think about that. Might be a good idea for you to sage. I'll put info on the screen for all that stuff. Just pause and read. That way that can help you. Okay. Anytime you are feeling depressed, selenite does help. This is selenite crystal. It comes in all different shapes and sizes. It can help like keep you in a good mood and make it where you're consistently being cleansed. It's always great to have. It protects your energy, especially if you're very empathic. If you pick up on other people's emotions, which I'm sure you do because you're a Pisces, it helps keep your energy cleared, where you're like protected from that energy. So just a thought. But yeah, okay. Salt baths are good too. You don't have to do it all the time, but you can do it sometimes. Even a salt shower, you can like sprinkle some sea salt onto like your sponge or whatever you use, and put some body wash or, you know, soap or whatever on there too, and then like just wash your body. It cleanses your aura, which gets you out of that negative energy as well. So yeah, this is about knowing your worth and knowing that you deserve better friends. So yeah, anyways, let's get into your love portion of the reading, and let's dive into the unknown. Spirit, can you tell me for Pisces, connect me with their love life? Can you please tell me what's going on when it comes to love for Pisces in the month of August 2025? But this is a timeless reading, so whenever they find it is when they're supposed to find it. This is for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Thank you. Love life, please, Spirit. Interesting. Okay, so I see somebody that you're connecting to. You might just be friends. You could be dating. It looks like you're moving in a direction of change. Can you tell me more, Spirit? There's change coming in. It's going to happen fast. You might have been holding back to make sure it doesn't happen too fast. You feel like you're balanced with whomever this is. You feel like this is a good peaceful energy to be in. This is a really strong connection. I feel the equal give and take. I feel like you're getting equal give and take with this person. You're both balanced. It feels good. What is this? You might be trapped in your head a bit about this situation. You might have anxiety. I feel like this is trauma that has happened before. So you gotta be careful of not making the mistake of everything that you've been through. Make sure you don't bring that towards this new relationship. So like, if people did certain things in the past to you, don't assume that this new person is going to do the same to you. Because by you assuming that, it makes you seem a little cold, and it makes it where you might have like blocks up, like a wall up, where you're not allowing this person fully in. But I feel like this is changing. Maybe this is why, yeah, in time. I feel like this is, it's like it was, how do I put this? It was like you were cold. You're coming out of a time of being cold, and you're connecting to this person. You've built a friendship over time, and so now you want to change it. But now, since you want to change it, it's coming in fast. But you have a little bit of anxiety because you're like, I want to move into this. I know this is good, but you're kind of being triggered at the same time about like what happened in the past with the past relationship. So you're kind of afraid that it's going to happen again, be on repeat. Be careful what you manifest, because if you get stuck in your mind too much, it can make it where, oh, look at that. And then we have, notice how they're saying keep this one upside down. You're coming out of this. You're coming out of heartbreak. You know that you're worthy of love. You know that you deserve love. Queen of Cups, this is Pisces energy. Yeah, you're getting away from these toxic thoughts, or at least you're trying to, but it's still like in the back of your mind, like what happens if this turns out to be the same. So you're just like watching and waiting. You're on your toes, you're prepared. It's like they're saying you're prepared to walk. Like you're like, I'm about to bolt out that door if I see anything, kind of deal, you know. I don't blame you. After going through like trauma and stuff like that from the past, it tends to happen, you know. Tend to freak out a little bit because you don't want to get hurt. But overall, like, this is a really strong energy, and I feel like you guys could really have, it's a new person. So this is not an ex from your past. This is someone new. They know how to communicate well. Equal give and take. They're showing me a lot from the bottom, which is interesting. But again, it's this energy of being scared. You're really scared about the situation. You're really scared about being hurt. You're like, I want to move forward, but I'm scared because of what happened in the past. But look at this. So I like to, I normally have this like in the past and then this in the present. Yeah, this is the past, this is the present, but it's like moving, transitioning over. But presently, like I keep saying, there is anxiety and stuff about the situation. You're kind of questioning, are you healed from this past situation? Are you able to move on? And part of you knows, like, your intuition's telling you that this is a wish fulfillment. Yeah, that you're single, but you're wanting to move over and like leave the past in the past. This is also you're connecting with a soulmate. This is your energy right here. You're leaving the past in the past. You're ending this cycle. You're no longer putting up with this crap, and you are moving towards your wish fulfillment because you know this is a spiritual connection. You know that this is somebody that you have a lot of love for. They have a lot of love for you. Anything else, Spirit? Finding something out. What's this? Where are they finding out? Okay, that makes sense. You might be finding out about relationships in general. Like, some are lessons for a reason, and you're supposed to learn from those lessons and move on. You also might be seeing, they're saying past people that you were involved with might be receiving their karma, and you're going to be able to sit back and actually watch this all unfold. You might hear about like what they are experiencing. Sometimes the universe does that. It just depends. But yeah, sometimes you're able to actually sit back and watch, you know, the people that treat you like shit. You get to see their life unravel, and they get their, you know, they get what they deserve. Some of you might be questioning, when are they going to get, you know, their asses handed to them, is what they're specifically saying. You might have been waiting for a long time. Yeah, you want to move forward. You want to make sure everything is they're saying that you want to make sure they get their karma. You're hoping they do, but at the same time, like, you have a really good heart, so it's like, I don't want to say that, but yeah, I secretly wish that they got their karma. But you're kind of, what they're showing me is you're leaving the past in the past and you're moving forward. You're like, you know, even if I don't get to see it, I'm just going to keep moving on because I know I'm a good person and I am moving towards my, they're saying soul destiny is specifically what they just said. My wishes, I know that I can get everything my heart desires. Queen of Pentacles, this person that you're connecting to could be very stable. Yeah, it's definitely new. This is not somebody that you've ever been in a relationship with before. There's a lot of possibilities coming. Woo, lots of love and lots of passion is what I'm getting. It's a new door opening for you. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. So on the board we have Scorpio, Leo, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Sagittarius, Gemini, and Virgo. Aries, Pisces, Aquarius. Empress is Taurus. Sorry, I was about to just say Empress is the it's the sign. But yeah, Taurus, and then Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, doubled right here. It's a match. Whoever you're talking to is a match for you. This is your person. We have Pisces, so strong in your energy, strong in your head too. So it's important to get out of your head on this. Just go with the flow, see where it leads you. Just know that whatever happens, the universe has your back, and if somebody screws you over, the universe is going to handle it accordingly. They're going to get their just desserts, is what they're saying. They're gonna receive what they deserve. Okay. Again, we have Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. We have Aquarius. We have Libra, and we have Leo, Taurus, Aquarius, and Scorpio. So this could be your new person. Any of these could be your old person. Yeah, I believe I basically just named everybody. So it could be anyone, but those are the main signs that are popping up on the board. So yeah, Cancer, yeah. Something could have happened during Cancer season. Maybe this when you met the new person. That would be June and July. Yeah. Okay, Spirit, can you please tell me for Pisces their situation, please? Yeah, I feel like you're racing. I feel like you're running, avoiding from the situation. Yeah, you feel like you're taking a big risk on whoever this new person is. And I feel like this trauma, this anxiety that you have in your mind is making you want to run, but at the same time it's like you want to take the risk towards this because you see it as something that could be stable. They want you to know it is stable. We have Queen of Pentacles and wish fulfillment. This is definitely a stable connection. This is my soulmate card. You might have known them in a past life. So you could be the divine feminine. You could be dealing with the divine feminine. Okay, so this person, you could be very spiritual. They could be very spiritual. They have a lot of good energy about them. Today, yeah, I do feel like you're connecting with them today. You're talking to them. In other words, you know who they are. Cleansing and karmic. So in the past, you've dealt with a karmic. They want you to remember that those were lessons. They want you to be cleansing yourself from the situation. They want you, again, selenite is really good to keep your energy nice and clean. It's just like taking a bath, for example. We take baths to go ahead and showers to, you know, cleanse our physical bodies. So when it comes to like our spiritual bodies, we also have to cleanse that. Otherwise, we have attachments throughout our lives that never fully get, you know, released because we didn't cleanse ourselves of that energy. The world is made out of energy. So, done. Yeah. It's just this stuff that happened in the past. You need to be completely done in order for you to move forward with this new person. Again, you don't want to bring the old into the new because that could like self-sabotage the issue. You could also not move forward with this person, which would be a shame because this is a wish fulfillment of yours. So yeah, there's a proposal, offer, commitment. This could lead to commitment. Obsession. This person's obsessed with you. You might be obsessed with this person. It's like, it's more of like the energy that you're obsessed with. The good, it's like the good feeling. Remember how I said the energy is really good with the divine feminine? You're obsessed with this. It's like, this feels good. I'm digging this. Even with this Two of Pentacles, I was saying that too. It's like, this feels good, you know, before all these popped out. But it's like you feel like you're finally coming out. So we have pregnancy, money, heartstrings, entrapment. So you might be a little afraid about these things. Let's see. Maybe you were afraid that these people from the past were doing this to you. And you're afraid that this new person could be doing the same thing. Yeah. Can you tell me more about this, Spirit? History. Yeah, this is history. So you were afraid that these people from the past were trying to trap you and use you. You could be, it's kind of like the finance reading I just did. The people were using you in that too, if that resonated. It's only going to resonate with half of you, but is what they just said. But they want to remind you that's history. That's not the present. That's not today. Today we are in good energy and stuff. You need to be keeping this in the history. You need to cleanse yourself from this, because again, if you think that everyone is the same, you're not going to be able to move forward. Threatened, yeah, you're just really scared that this person's going to turn out to be the same way. I'm getting that heavenly, somebody could be named heavenly, heavily. We have family, heavenly. Your family in heaven might be like moving you towards this new dawn of day. Sorry, I'm channeling, so they're using certain words. Soulmate. This person that you are connecting to now is a soulmate. They could have family. You could be really close to your family. Maybe you're afraid to leave your family to go towards a soulmate. Maybe you're wondering how the soulmate is going to connect with your family, especially if you have like children. I'm getting that there could be like a female or something that has children, even male, but I'm picking up on a female on this particular part. You might be afraid of introducing your children to someone new, is what I'm getting. You might also feel like you're a clown, basically, if this doesn't work out, and you're afraid that your family might talk shit, about this whole situation. I feel like you're just afraid of being fooled again. We have moving again. You could be moving. Desire. You have a strong desire for the soulmate. This wish can come true if you choose to go down this path. It's stable, it's secure. You have to make that decision though. We have triggers. You're triggered by this. I feel like you're scared about how obsessed you are with this. I feel like you're like, man, they could really hurt me if I let them in. You're afraid of being vulnerable. Divine masculine, look at that. We have divine masculine and we have divine feminine. It is very typical, especially if you are a twin flame. It's very typical for the divine masculine to run from the divine feminine once they go ahead and connect. They have triggers from their past, and they need to be cleansed and everything before they can move forward with the divine feminine. Otherwise, it could turn into you running away and not being able to go forward within like pursuing this new love, between you and your person. I feel like this is a match, and I feel like you're having a realization that you have had a past life with this person before. If this is not a twin flame, this could be like a high vibrational soulmate of yours as well, which is very similar to twin flame. Yeah, I feel like gossip receipts. I feel like you're afraid that your family or friends or whoever is going to gossip about this situation, and they're gonna be like, well, look what happened with the other people. And yeah, meeting. You could be discussing, planning something with this divine feminine or divine masculine, depending on who you are. But you could be meeting up with them. Anything else, Spirit? Negotiator. coming to an agreement for something, ascension, moving forward in ascension. So yeah, once you guys come together, you're going to realize that you're going to be like, where have you been all my life? Your energy together is going to be very like energetic and very like high vibrational. Coming together. I do feel there's a possibility that karmics could try to come back. I do feel like somebody from the past could try to come back and mess this new situation up. We have negotiator, so they might be coming back and saying, hey, I've changed and I miss you and I love you and blah blah blah, and they're trying to come together with you. But I do feel like you're done with this situation. So I feel like you're moving forward. You could be coming together with this new person. We do have the meeting, so discussing plans for this new person. Settlement, yeah. You could be pausing to find out like what you truly want to do. Maybe you feel like it's not the right time. You might have to settle for some things. Magnetic and single. I feel like you're coming out of this. I feel like you're taking a pause to think about everything. You're coming to a settlement on how you can come together with this person, and you're going from single, magnetic to coming together. Yeah. Okay. So think of 2 of your questions. Okay, your first question right there. Yes, that just popped right on out. Okay, think of your second question. Oh, there's your second question. There you go. So second question's no. December is main energy. So maybe this is when you're coming together with this new person in December. This is Sagittarius and Capricorn season. Okay. Something also could have happened last December. Okay. So we have Aries, which is March and April. We have manifesting your dreams. So they want you to keep manifesting new things to come in because you already know the old from the old. We have Scorpio, which is October and November. Business contracts. So when they say this, it's more like soul contract. So when it's not dealing with, I mean, some of you could begin a new business contract, especially if like you're moving or whatever. But I feel like this is more like soul contract. You're handling business because even though you don't really know this, you come to this, to earth, as it's like a lesson, like I was saying, it's like school. So you make connections with different people, and they're business contracts. You know, you're learning something from these people spiritually. Travel, so you might have to travel to see this person. We have Virgo. Something could happen in Virgo season, which is August and September. So end of August, beginning of September. We have divine timing. Everything is playing out in divine timing. This was all supposed to happen. Spirit was guiding you down this the entire time. They are not coming back correct. So yeah, I feel like there is a past person that's trying to come back, and they're saying do not trust. They're not coming back correct. Short term, if you were to pursue this, it would be short term. It was short term with this person, whoever you're with. It was supposed to stay short term, so it wasn't somebody you're supposed to be in a long connection with. We have Venus signs, so you could be a Venus, any of these signs, or Venus, Pisces, or your person could have any of these signs in their Venus. So we have 1212, self-identity, stepping into your power and purpose. Yeah, I feel like you're really discovering yourself and who you are, what you want to do with your life. We have friends, so your friend might be giving you advice on something. Or actually, remember how I said like turning from friends into more? That could be a possibility. They just brought that up. We have May. Something significant could have happened in May. You could have had a friend born in May, which is Taurus and Gemini. 444, protection. You are protected. They're bringing up Archangel Michael. We have moon sign. You could be a Pisces moon sign. We have long term. So this thing from the past is short term. This new thing is supposed to be long term. 1111, spiritual awakening. You're on the right path at the right time. They wanted me to add that last part in there. I just realized I didn't say that. But yeah, so you could be going through a spiritual awakening on what you should be doing. It's like opening a whole new door for you. But they want you to cleanse yourself. You could do this with frankincense. You could just like light an incense. Frankincense is good for that. And then, sorry, wrong cards. We have frankincense. Palo Santo helps you get into a high vibrational energy. And obviously sage. Make sure to pause the video so you can read all that information. Also, like I said, the spiritual bath. Honestly, bath might be good for you. Himalayan salt in particular. Himalayan salt. So the thing is that you're a Pisces, so you gain energy from water. So that might be something you should do. Okay. Names, please, Spirit, for this Pisces reading that relates. This could be your name, their name, your past person, your new person, friends, family, middle names, you know. Could also be nicknames. I guess that was supposed to pop out. If you would like your name to be added to my deck, make sure to check out my Patreon. You'll be able to get your name added when you join my Patreon, and then for each additional months that you are part of my Patreon, you will be able to add another name. So, and you also get a free mini reading when you join. I only read for those in my Patreon when it comes to like extended readings, so those will basically be like personal readings. So you'll be getting multiple free readings for at like one price. So that's definitely something to look into. But yeah, when you join, I ask you to send an email to Moonlight Studios 2024 at gmail.com, and like say you put, I'm a Pisces, my name is Luna, for example. I would put Luna into the deck, and then I would go ahead and only read for Pisces for that Patreon member, and it's only dedicated to that Patreon member. So yeah, it's like free readings, guys. So just letting you know if you're interested. I also have discounts too. Names, please, for Pisces. See if there's any more. I feel like it was, okay, come on. I feel like at first it didn't want to shuffle, and now it's trying to. Okay. Okay. Now your name might not pop out. It does not mean that this reading is not for you. If you feel like this was your reading, you'll know by the situation. This is just extra confirmation for you. So yeah. Take it as it resonates. Just extra confirmation. But okay, so we have Amelia, Tiffany, Robert, Scott, Angelique, Maria or Mariah, Charles, Natasha. This could also be for finances or love. This is not just for love. Andrea, Noah, Elijah, Jennifer, Joey, Peyton, Anna, Adam, Cindy, Haley, Ashley, Jamie, Rick, Terry, Aiden, Joseph, David, James, and Luna. So Pisces, I hope that you really enjoyed this reading. I hope that you gained some kind of knowledge from it. I hope it resonated with you. Please like and subscribe to my channel to see future readings. Also, it's a great way to have an exchange of energy. And it also makes it where I connect better with your energy, the exchange of service, you know? So yeah, I hope to read for you again soon. Make sure to check out my channel for more videos. And I hope you have a wonderful month and rest of your year. Have a wonderful day. Goodbye.